You know, I'm playing a little bit with how I do this because it's the most important with these for me is that it's really easy for my body. It's easy to get into that flow. And so I'm looking at how can I best serve my body. And I noticed that if I think about too much of like camera, where to position to make it look best, and all of that stuff, then I'm thinking my head is not in a right place, because the correct thing energetically is to look at what does my body need to be in most harmony in order to have these pearls of wisdom come through. Because that's what it is. They're pearls of wisdom. And they arrive when my body feels well, when my body is at ease, when it looks at something beautiful, or it connects with a wonderful moment. Like, it's like the more I look after my body, the better my life will be. There is such a big shift that I have undergone that I still seem to revisit sometimes because of what I'm feeling on the outside sometimes. And it's the switch to switch and look at the inside and only focus there. Be self-centered. It is so important to be self-centered. It is so important. Not egocentric, but self-centered. Meaning that you are centered in yourself and you're feeling what's going on for the body. And that, there's so much power in that. That's where all your power is. Because you can't fully be in this experience unless you have that. And many beings are still working on anchoring that. And it's this switch to really caring more about the inside than the outside. Truly. Energetically, that is correct. I know we've been trained that all of this outside is supposed to be really something to watch out for. And yes, of course, we not watch out for, but that is something that is more important. Like, we are constantly being reinforced that this is so important. So unless we are conscious and aware, that can be a form of attunement that you can get into, and many beings are. Even as an aware being that I am, I also can. But I notice when I notice these things very clearly, that if I'm in something, I'm like, something feels off here. What is this? There's something off here. So then I become a detective to figure it out. And so I'm in this exploration with my body to look at reality in a totally different way. To basically look at my body as a separate entity than me, the soul. So that I know what is going on and that I know the correct signals to listen to. And so I'm ingraining this in my system so that this becomes a new way of being. so that I can fully experience what my body is experiencing, and I can communicate for my body, looking after it properly. And that is a big deal, because that is basically me saying that me and my body, we're more important. Me, my body, and my connection is more important than anything. And that goes hand in hand. My connection to my body and how I treat my body is actually a direct is a direct measurement to how well I will connect to my guides and hear my intuition. It is through the body. It's not through the mind. The mind needs adjusting to the truth of what energy truly is. And then, once we feel the body, then we can actually start to learn properly how it is to be a human. It's a big deal for many, because it is as if we have never lived before. Because in a way we haven't, not as souls in these bodies. We have as, what do I call that? We have remote controlled the body, but that's not how we're meant to fully function. We're meant to actually fully embody and really learn to work with these bodies. And what comes with that is a lot of telepathy, that we really get to the truth of what's going on with these bodies. And to me, it's super clear why some beings are not intuitive. It's because they're remote controlling their body. They're too afraid actually to go into the body. Might not know that they're afraid of that, because they have different stories going on about what reality is. But that's how it works. So that we can adjust and recalibrate how we see the world, so that we can fully start to experience and get how this whole game works. That is so exciting, because it's like, wow, I finally see what's going on. I finally see the game. And that is power. Because then you're aligned. And one person aligned can do much more than 1,000 people that are not. Attraction-wise. Because then you have the entire universe at your disposal for what you want to create. And Gaia helps you. That is how this game works. If you're interested to join our consciousness training, there's a link in the description. You can book a call and we can see how we can best support, so that you can transcend into these and learn how all of this works. That's what this will do for you. All right. If you like this video, please like, share, write a comment. I really appreciate receiving your comments. I really enjoy receiving them, actually. It feels good to the body and to actually see evidence of people in the same boat that I have been through. It's very, very exciting to see. and to see someone that gets what I'm speaking about. It's very joyful to me. And them and especially me as the soul and as the body, because this is a big milestone for me. This is something that I've been working on to open up, to let them through. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of this movement, and I'll see you again in the next one.